And we're back. New video, new week. It's Monday, July 20th. Um, yeah, man. I want to talk about the Odyssey. Um, Again, this is my channel. I can do whatever I want. And I'm deciding I want to talk about the Odyssey because it was amazing. Yeah, man. I saw it on Friday, opening night. Not in any of the premium formats. This is a gated community. Uh, um, and like when they went on sale a year ago, obviously I didn't get them. And then when they went on sale for like the rest of the 70 millimeter IMAX showings that were out for from here opening day until like a month later, that was like 2.5 weeks ago or maybe 3 weeks ago. And I remember like my roommate jumped on it and he texted like the group chat and he was all like, "I got it." He was up at like 7 a.m. or something on the dot, and he was like in like this long ass queue line. I believe I was out of town. I was like I was somewhere where I couldn't like actively just be like ready and around to hop on it. I fucked up because I really should have, and I'm like I was naive and I thought it'd kind of been like one battle after another or Project Hail Mary where I'd kind of just be able to scoop up a seat, like in a good seat too, like middle back. Nope, nope. Um, if you go on the AMC app right now, every single IMAX 70 millimeter format, like for every 70 millimeter IMAX showing from now, it being Monday the 20th, up until August like 10th, which is the last day. They're gonna have more dates. They're gonna announce more dates, and when that happens, I'm jumping on them. But from now until August 10th, nothing, nothing. Every single showing for the City Walk 70 millimeter IMAX is fully full. Not a single seat. Some of them are like literally extreme far and left first row, which I refuse to see movies like that because it's performative in nature to go to those movies and expect that you're going to get an actual experience that you're supposed to get. When people say they get the IMAX 70 millimeter experience and they're sitting in the front, they're not. Literally, the sound is different because you're that close, and the screen, again, the aspect ratio means shit when you're seeing the bottom of like Benny Safdie's chin. Like, I mean, it it's not real. Like going to those screenings, you don't get the experience. It's worse than seeing it in the regular format. That being said, I saw it on Friday with my mom and my brother. They were in town. My brother lives where I'm at, like nearish me. But my mom doesn't. And she was in town for a wedding, and so we decided, hey, let's just go get tickets at a regular screen where she is, where she's staying at her hotel. It's about a 2 hour, 2.5 hour, no, it's 2 hour drive probably. Like if, yeah, because I went in bunches because I drove to my brother and then my brother drove me to her, so I'd say 2 hours away from where I'm at, and we went to a pretty nice theater. It was an AMC. It was pretty nice, but it wasn't like anything special. It was the XL format, which just means bigger screen, but same resolution, same sound, everything. And I liked it. I thought it was fine. It's the viewing format, not the movie itself. I want to talk about the movie. And but yeah, I saw it with my mom, my brother, and just a regular format. We got perfect seats. But and I didn't think it was like I needed to see it in IMAX. Obviously, now seeing it, I'm definitely going to prioritize seeing it in 70 millimeter IMAX. It is gonna be that impressive, and it is. I'm gonna get the resolution, the sound, the crispness, the colors. Everything's gonna be like perfect. And for like film nerds, I appreciate that. There's apple juice, by the way. If you can, yeah, that's apple juice. It's not liquor. It's like 5 p.m. right now. Let's get into the Odyssey. It was immaculate. It was like it was absolutely beautiful storytelling. I'll go right into it, and I'm not gonna yap too much, even though I can easily talk about this movie for hours. It's incredible, and I'm not gonna hear anything about historical accuracy or anything. I think the armor. does feel a little like weird sometimes, and the style and aesthetic of the movie itself is something that I'm not the biggest fan of, but not because it's not historically accurate or anything like that. I just think I don't know. It looks a little funky, and I think when you get to do an adaptation of the Odyssey, you have creative liberty to make it as colorful as possible, and it's got the good old Christopher Nolan doom and gloom kind of feel, which is again that's his style. We knew that this was coming from when it happened, um, when it was announced he was making this. We saw the same thing in the Batman movies. It's not kind of it feels like Batman in a realist in like the movie Heat. His Batman movies feels like he's putting Batman in that kind of world of crime, which is cool, and I like it. It's because it's not colorful and campy, and Batman can be colorful and campy. Don't get me wrong, but the, Nolan's Batman trilogy is awesome, and it has that. So Odyssey was gonna be the same thing, where it's a lot more of that like Agamemnon, his armor. Everyone's talking about that. And has been talking about that before the movie even came out. I don't have a problem with that. Or like the big giant guys. I forgot what they're called. The last Trigonians, something like that. I forgot. My brother is like he knows all about that stuff, and he told me the big guys that are in the trailers, and the posters and the billboards that Matt Damon's fighting against these big giants and like these Iron Age like medieval kind of armor. People are like, oh, it's a metaphor because the Bronze Age is being left behind. I agree with it. That being said, just the style itself is fine. I don't have an issue with it. Then people want to talk about the actors in it not being Greek. I understand the criticism, but I don't care. I think that Christopher Nolan is a British American filmmaker, and he cast British and American people in it, and the actors he casted are really good. This is coming from me. Usually I'm all about representation and everything like that, and I understand that the Odyssey was written 3,000 years ago, and it's a modern adaptation. Matt Damon is from Boston, Massachusetts. Like he's not Greek. Tom Holland is not Greek. Zendaya's not Greek, and everyone's talking about Elliot Page. Um, and I feel so sorry for him. Just all the flack that he's gotten unnecessarily for being a trans actor, for everything about this movie that he's in and everything like that. Which he immaculate performance. He has 8 minutes of screen time, and he is impeccable. I mean, like his performance is amazing. Lupita Nyong'o is in the movie for 3 minutes, and everyone's getting mad at her for being Helen of Troy. Fuck out of here with that. Like whatever. That's the last I'm gonna say on that. Now let's get into the actual movie. It's a beautiful storytelling. I mean, this is what it's all about. I tweeted that like verbatim, but this is what it's all about. This is what storytelling is meant to be. This is why I want to be in this industry of storytelling. Filmmakers, at the end of the day, are storytellers. In thousands of years ago, storytellers were oral. It was oral. It was like, folklore and legends, and, you'd have like a tribal elder that would tell stories around a campfire. The modern day version of that are singers, songwriters, filmmakers, writers, stuff like that, people, literary writers. And this is everything that film is supposed to be about, telling a beautiful fucking story, man. I mean, and the way that Christopher Nolan does it sets him apart from his peers. I mean, it's the Odyssey. And I think the best compliment I can give this movie is that I knew everything that was going to happen and I still loved it. I can't say that about any other movie I've seen almost ever. There hasn't been a long there's it's been a long time since I have seen a movie where I knew what the ending was gonna be. I know the Odyssey. I read it in high school, and I think a little while ago I just like reread like a Cliff Notes thing, just because when it was announced that the movie was being made and everything like that. Hold on. Yeah, no, the story is just amazing. I don't know. I had to pause for a minute. I don't know any other story in which I knew everything that was going to happen. I, from start to finish, Cyclops, Sirens, Wax in the Ears, Cersei, Calypso, the shooting the bow um through the axes, everything. I knew everything that was going to happen, and yet seeing it done in the way that it was, the way that it was edited, the way that it was shot, I mean, just such a beautiful movie with all practical effects, by the way, and it was just like, it was fucking amazing, man. That's all I can say is it was amazing, and you need to watch it. And if you don't believe me and you don't think so, or maybe you have watched it and you don't agree with me, then that's cool, right? We shouldn't always all just agree and be in unison about things. But in my opinion, the storytelling was immaculate, and the way that it was done was so beautiful. And I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon from another movie from start to finish being like, I'm gonna use 3 hours. Christopher Nolan said, I'm gonna use 3 hours of your life, and I'm gonna tell this story, and he did it. He used every minute perfectly. I didn't think it. I mean, I know that the limit for IMAX cameras is like 3 hours, which is why it's like 2 hours and 53 minutes. But he used every single minute correctly. Um, yeah, it's such a beautiful movie. The acting performances. That's the last thing I'll say, because I know you probably don't want to hear too much about what I have to say, to be honest. But I'm gonna end with this. Um, John Leguizamo, man, he crushed it. Because I didn't expect it, right? He's done a lot of comedic roles. He's fucking Sid from Ice Age, but he crushed it, man. And I like he's my like he's my goat for that. This, I mean, we all knew Matt Damon was going to give a great performance. We all knew Anne Hathaway was going to give a great performance. Tom Holland, people's getting flack for his performance. He did amazing. Shut up. I thought he was great. Um, Honestly, Charlize Theron didn't really do it for me. I think she's the weakest part. People were saying John Bernthal too. I'm inclined to agree a little bit just because he is just the Punisher. Like he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't fit as much as everyone else commits to it. I think he could have been recast. But everyone else absolutely nails it. Like, yeah. Even like, what's his name? I forgot, man. He plays, what's his name? Something Hawson Hayes something. He played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton. He's from The Walking Dead. Corey Corey something. My bad, but he was amazing too. As forgot his character's name, but he plays Robert Pattinson's like right hand man. Robert Pattinson, amazing. Like just nailed the role and made him an insufferable character. Again, these like old ass Greek names I can't remember, but Robert Pattinson was amazing. Everyone was amazing in this, like fucking Avengers of actors. Um, but yeah, it's amazing. It's great, great movie. That's my video for today. I just felt like talking about the Odyssey, and I'm really hoping I can see it in 70mm IMAX ASAP, because I can watch. Like, this is a movie, man. This is a real fucking movie, and it's an awesome movie, and you need to see it in theaters. That's the other thing. If you are one of those people that doesn't go to theaters, you gotta, man, do it for this at least, because this is not a movie you watch on your phone in bed. Like, movies are meant to be watched this way in a theater. And if you can't see an IMAX 70mm, because there's only 40 of these theaters in the world, just watch it regularly in a cool movie theater in a good seat with popcorn and a Coke and maybe an adult beverage if that's how you like to roll. Watch this movie. That's it.